The Budgeting Elves and the Retail Clerk. Meet Fred. Hey, Fred just graduated, moved out, and got his first job as a retail clerk. Congratulations, Fred. Thanks. But, like many Canadians, Fred is running into some financial problems.
Aww.
This is because Fred spends more money than he makes, which is putting him in debt. This makes it harder for Fred to plan for his future. Unfortunately for Fred, he does not know anything about balancing his income accordingly with his expenses. Fred was already running out of money from his monthly paycheck, so he made a good choice to set the rest of his money aside. Fred needed help, but he couldn't find any. As he was sad, clueless, and tired of all these numbers, Fred went to sleep and left the problem for another day. That night, a miracle happened. A group of budgeting elves sneaked into Fred's apartment. The first of three elves, Finch, knows the most about needing, wanting, and achieving by setting guidelines.
Hey, McGee, this boy needs to learn about financial literacy.
The second elf, Buck, knows the most about creating a budgeting plan.
Faber McGee, this boy needs to create a budgeting plan too.
The third and last elf, Wilbert, knows the most about tracking and trimming a budgeting plan.
Faber McGraw, this boy needs to be taught how to withdraw.
So the elves typed and typed all through the night and vanished in the morning. That morning, Fred woke up, got some coffee, and jumped onto his computer. He saw 3 new mysterious files on his desktop, so he started with the first one.
Wow.
Fred started reading and realized these files can help him be more efficient in managing his money. In order to help Fred, others are teaching him how to balance through the budgeting process. The first step for Fred is to assess his financial situation. This can include everything oriented around his lifestyle, needs, and values. With this, Fred can create a realistic guideline of financial, educational, professional, or personal goals. The second step for Fred is to create a monthly budget. In order to do so, Fred must first choose a budgeting period. Then, Fred needs to estimate his total expenses based on his predictions. Lastly, Fred needs to figure out the difference between his income and expenses in order to balance his budget. With this, Fred can track his budget with a simple chart by following his flexible and fixed expenses. The third and last step is to track and trim the budgeting plan. Once Fred starts tracking, he will notice that there will be plenty of areas to cut back. Fred has to set SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-related.
Hooray! I can't wait to put this budgeting plan into action.
After several weeks, Fred has finally reached a state of financial stability. Using the budgeting plan, Fred was able to cut down expenses in many different areas he first wasn't aware about. From then, Fred lived a happy life and made sure to use the lessons he learned from the budgeting elves throughout any financial situation. After putting in some thought, Fred decided he should join the youth financial literacy movement. Fred started off small by helping local schools create presentations for determined students to present about financial literacy. As Fred's movement spread worldwide, he needed an airline to support him for affordable and distinct round flights, so Fred decided to fly Porter. Fred knew the sheer convenience of being able to fly from Toronto to any major North American destination, and Porter Airlines offers exactly this. Fred knew Washington was his first stop to teach and expand the knowledge of even more teens and kids worldwide on financial literacy. Enjoy your trip, Fred.
Thanks for watching and see ya next time.